Hi, I'm Bill Dowden. I'm a past town supervisor in the town of Rhinebeck. In this clip, I will be interviewing Bruce Washburn, who is the Republican, Conservative, Independence, and Reform candidate for town supervisor. Let's start with a little about your personal background, Bruce, here in Rhinebeck.
Okay. My wife Kathy and I moved to Rhinebeck in 1979 when we got married. We raised our sons Keith and Nicholas here. Kathy has a pet care business, and I've been doing a little bit of municipal consulting. I was involved with soccer and baseball here for quite a while. Now I help out with the Lions Club, excuse me, and the American Legion. I've been on the town board for 8 years, and I was deputy supervisor for 6 of those years.
The supervisor is the chief financial officer of the town. What financial experience do you have?
I had multi-million-dollar management responsibility for most of my 35-year career at IBM. I also, after retiring from IBM, I was a general manager of a company over in Saugerties, and that was a multi-million-dollar company. And I turned it around, and it was in the hole, and the bank asked me to take it over.
And what is your position on the tax cap?
Oh, the tax cap. I decided to run for the supervisor when the current supervisor proposed the 6.3% tax increase, which was 4 times the tax cap. Tax cap is really, really good because it causes the government to be introspective and look at, are we really being efficient or not, and to look for alternatives for that. We've done a lot, but we got a lot more to do.
The supervisor is required to keep accurate books of the town's money. In your estimation, are the town's books accurate at this time?
Well, the financial reports are always late, and are almost always late, and there's a lot of discrepancies in the filings with the state, so it's very difficult to tell. You really can't tell.
And the supervisor is required to provide financial reports to the town board at the end of each month. What happens if the reports are late?
Well, if the reports are late, then the data that we get is obsolete, and you can't manage to budget with an obsolete report.
And what is your view of shared services?
Shared services are extremely important in the current economy. I've had a lot of success working with the village, the other municipalities, the school, and local groups. It's a way that we can save money.
You have been instrumental in getting donations and commitments for grant money. What is the total so far?
It's a little over 1.5 million. About 650,000 of it was for town purposes, and the rest was for the rehabilitation of the sewer system.
What other initiatives would you implement as town supervisor?
Well, I guess the first thing is I would make sure that the books, the budgets, and the bank accounts tie out every month so that the reports are on time and accurate, and problems don't crop up at the end of the year when you have to file with the state. I think we don't do enough with scheduling in public reviews of our departments, committees, and boards. I think we need to set expectations in public. I think we need to recognize their contributions in public, and we need to know if there's any kind of issues that they need help with. And that's something that should be done in public at a town board meeting. We need formal maintenance and rehabilitation plans. We've talked about capital plans for years. We did one in 2009, we did another one in 2012. They weren't funded, so they were just wish lists. If we're going to get a lot of value out of the dollars that we spend on capital assets, we need to do everything we can to keep them up to snuff and to plan for replacing or rehabilitating them down the road. We need to kind of mend some of the fences with the village and excuse me, some of the other organizations around. So I'd like to forge those relationships again and build them up again. I really appreciate you doing this interview, and I sincerely hope that everybody comes out on November 3rd and votes for me.